Hello students, now it's tea time. So the tea has been made. What is tea? It is a beverage. On the other hand, you can say it is a mixture of water, milk, sugar and tea leaves. Now it is ready, but can it be served like this? No. Actually, I'm searching for a strainer. Here the strainer. Now I will strain the tea leaves. So from this mixture the tea leaves are separated. Now it is ready to serve. Here I show you some vegetables. The dish I am going to make, for this I need bitter gourds, potatoes and this big beans. So what I am going to do, it is very simple. Just I am picking it up. The bitter gourds, I need 2 potatoes. So 2 potatoes and the big beans. These are also beans, but I need this big beans. So I kept it separated here. With this I am going to make a dish. Here you see some leafy vegetables have been brought from the market. I have chopped it on the chopping board. The dirt, mud which was there with the vegetable, now it is to be separated from it. So I have taken a big bowl where I have added water to it, and then it has been kept undisturbed for at least 2 to 3 minutes, right? So it is the dirt or the mud which is settling down, leaves being lighter which is floating on the surface. Now by using hand I am just separating it or picking it up from water. You can see the dirty water which has become muddy. So the instances I showed you, you might have seen at home. Did you find anything common in all the examples I showed? The common thing is that we try to separate something from a mixture. That something could be unwanted thing like the tea leaves, or a useful thing or which is needed that very moment, like the vegetables I wanted for making the food dish. So today we are going to start a new chapter, separation of substances, chapter 5. In this chapter we will study more about the mixtures and various methods of separation of substances. So let us start. First, what is a mixture? A mixture is a substance that is made up of 2 or more substances. Most of the substances we use in our daily life are mixtures. For example, air, tea, milk, coffee, soil, tap water, etc. A mixture can be solid, liquid or gas. For example, soil is a solid mixture, milk is a liquid mixture, and air is a gaseous mixture. Most components of a mixture can be separated. A mixture does not have a fixed proportion of substances. For example, tea may have more milk or sugar. Soil may have more clay and less water, etc. Now, reasons for separating a substance from a mixture. As we know, a mixture is made up of 2 or more substances. So, a mixture may contain some unwanted, harmful or useful substances. According to the need and usefulness, the substances are separated from the mixtures. Some of the reasons we are going to discuss. So, reasons for separating substances from mixtures. First, to remove an unwanted substance. Example, tea leaves are separated from prepared tea. So, substance separated, tea leaves. Second, to remove impurities and harmful substances. Small stones and insects are separated from rice and pulses. So, substance separated, small stones or insects. Number 3, to obtain pure form from a mixture, like to obtain pure water for scientific experiments and medicines, to obtain pure precious stones from the rocks. So the substances separated dissolved salt from water and other substances and impurities. Number 4, to separate different but useful substances in a mixture. Examples: separate kerosene, petrol and diesel from crude oil. Separate oil from water. So substances separated from crude oil, the substances are separated: kerosene, petrol, diesel, etc. And separating oil from water, oil and water are separated. Methods of separation. Different substances in a mixture possess different properties like size, hardness, density, solubility, texture, weight, etc. This difference in their physical properties is used to separate them from a mixture. Depending on the type of mixture, different methods of separation are used. Some of the common methods of separation are handpicking, threshing, winnowing, sieving, sedimentation, decantation and filtration, charning or centrifugation, evaporation, distillation. Handpicking. Handpicking means taking out by hands. It is a method of separating the small substances that are visible to the eyes from a mixture by hand. It is used to separate substances that differ in size, shape or color and can be picked up by hands as they are usually present in small quantities. As I have shown, the vegetables I required, I picked it up from the mixture of the vegetables. Also, the small stones from food grains like pulses, rice and wheat is separated by hand picking. The pieces of stone are picked up from the food grains and thrown away. Threshing. Threshing is a method of separating a harder substance from the softer substance by beating or threshing. It is used to separate the grains of wheat and paddy from their stalks and the chaff by beating the stalks. Threshing is done by holding the bundles of stalks in hand and heating them on a hard surface. Winnowing. Winnowing is the method of separating heavier and lighter components of a mixture with the help of wind or blowing air. By winnowing, paddy grains are separated from the husk. A mixture of grains and husk is made to fall from a height with the wind blowing over it. The husk, being lighter, blows away and forms a heap some distance away. The grains, being heavier, fall straight to the ground and form a separate heap. Sieving. Sieving is a method of separating substances of different sizes using a sieve. A sieve is a special strainer having fine iron mesh or attached to a wooden or an iron frame. It may be made of plastic also. The sieves could be of different sizes depending on the size of substances to be separated. Here I show you a sieve. This is made of plastic. You can see the fine net over here. This is also made of plastic. We use it at home to separate the coarse substances. For example, wheat flour, which is brought from the mill, it has some coarse substances like the bran. So the wheat flour is placed on the net and it is moved back and forth continuously. So the finer particles get collected below and the bigger particles which remain on the net. As it is bigger, so it cannot pass through the pores or the holes. Similar way, to prepare the construction material, fine sand is needed to be mixed with cement. Sieving is used to get fine sand by using a sieve, but this is not that kind of sieve, rather it is made of iron net. So today we have learned few methods of separating substances. Thank you, students.